Thank you
Hello.
so much for stopping by Park Bench Chelsea. It's my opportunity to introduce you to Bob Yopko. Bob's a local mortgage lender here in Chelsea, and he's going to give you the story behind First Equity Residential Mortgage and their story here in Chelsea. So thanks for joining me today, Bob.
Thank you, Lou.
Appreciate
Thanks for
that.
being here.
So tell us about how you got started in this.
Well, First Equity is a family-owned business. We're a small company. I work with my wife and my daughter, and we have a few other employees. I got started in the business. I was in the investment business, and I was having a bad year. My wife was in the mortgage business, and she was having a very good year. And
Rivalry.
I decided to join her temporarily because she had more business than she could handle, and I didn't. It was going to be a temporary move, and I got into the business and found that I enjoyed it immensely. And it turned out we worked well together, and it just continued. We were working for somebody else at that point, and down the road, as we continued, it looked like it was going to be a long-term project. We decided to, at some point, start our own firm. So in 1995, we incorporated First Equity and got licensed and became a mortgage lender and mortgage broker here in Michigan.
Fantastic. Well, as a real estate broker, I know how important the mortgage process is, and working with good lenders is really, really valuable. So, what is it about mortgages that got you involved? Was your wife's business? What drew you to with the mortgage part?
Well, the thing is, I enjoy numbers. I'm a numbers guy. My background is economics and finance, so I enjoy that immensely, but I also like people. And this business combines the two in a way that's a little bit unique. We sit down with people, we go through their finances, I get to hear about their businesses and their lives, and analyze their numbers and help them decide what mortgage product's best for them. So I get a little bit of both. I get the numbers part, but I get the people part, and the two of them put together is enjoyable. And then, of course, there's quite a bit of joy in putting somebody into a home. When somebody buys a home and they get into it, that process is exciting, it's rewarding, it's a lot of fun. So that part of it adds a good bit.
So, your reward is their satisfaction.
That's right.
And how many people's houses do you actually ever get to see?
Well, we get to see the appraisals.
Uh-huh.
So we get to see pictures of the homes as we're going through the process, and occasionally we get invited. I've had people that we've done refinances 2 or 3 times after we did the purchases, and for the second or third refinance, they invited me over for dinner to do the paperwork. So that's happened a couple of times. That's been fun, and again, that's very gratifying. Not that anybody needs to invite me for dinner. I've had maybe too many of those, but that part of it's as I say, very gratifying.
So, what are you finding are your biggest challenges right now?
For us, the business has been good. We have a full product line. That's all gone well. The challenge we have is the same challenge everybody has in the business in Michigan. Right now, I think we have a shortage of appraisers, and appraisals are taking longer. They're costing more. We're having more issues because appraisers are retiring. We're not getting a lot of new ones in the state of Michigan. That part of the process is tough for everybody. But other than that, we had a lot of restrictions with COVID. Some of our products went away for a little while. That's all kind of dripping back in. A lot of the restrictions are coming off. A lot of the products we didn't have for a little while are coming back. Like we had home equities for a while. They went away. They're back. So we've pretty much gotten back to a full product line across the board. So again, it's right now things are pretty good.
Great. Well, that's good to hear. Have you heard the story about the lack of being able to find a house?
Oh yes, that makes sense to me. The price of lumber tripled last year, as everybody was involved in doing home improvement projects with COVID. The price of lumber tripled. A lot of other building supplies went up. Normally what you have right now in the market, there is very little inventory, and normally people would step in and build a lot of houses, but the price to build went through the roof at the same time. Inventory went away, and it's kind of been a tough situation. I'm expecting to see more inventory later this year as certain things happen. There's a forbearance on foreclosures. They've put a moratorium on them. There are people who haven't been making payments since the beginning. When that comes off, there's going to be some homes come on the market from that. I think you'll see more inventory as we go along. Also, some people just didn't want to sell a house in the midst of all this in a pandemic, and I understand that. They didn't want people coming through their homes. So I'm confident we'll see more inventory as we reach the summer area and this thing kind of passes by. And that will help a little bit because there's a lot of people out there looking for homes that can't find anything that they like.
I'm glad to hear that because I have clients looking for properties and clients that are afraid to sell their properties because they don't know where they're going to go. So it's an interesting time for all of us. Well, Bob, thank you so much for your time and sharing your passion for helping people finance their homes. And you can find Bob in First Equity's residential mortgage in the Clock Tower right on Main Street in Chelsea. And again, thank you for joining Park Bench, Chelsea.
Thank you very much. We appreciate your having us.
Yeah, and have a good day, everyone.
Take care.